Okay, hi. This is Cassie, and we are comparing chaos, or I'm comparing chaos rather. So, we have this fancy little light up desk display that I've never used before, so I'm trying to figure out whether I like it. Today there was a glare on the camera, so we're just going to leave it unlit for now. This is going to be my week planner for the first week of March in 2025. This is my planner right now. I'm using an Erin Condren Daily Duo Life Planner, and that's what it's called, right? Daily Duo's Life Planner. I think that's what it's called. Okay, so this is where the week ahead spread is, and I'm going to use this. My mom came up with this of using one of these pocket folders from Erin Condren, and it's really cool because it has a tab on the top, which I love. I can find it immediately. But we have just a this week's focus page here, and then we have just lined paper on the other side. And I like this because then I can use the wet erase markers on here, and I can use it like a dashboard or like a vision board for the week. And I do this every week at the beginning of the week. And then on the back, I typically have notes or due dates or something like that, because we have, right now, Raymond is in a class, and I have due dates for his assignments on here. And I typically have my stuff for the week on this page so that I can just take it at a glance. All right, hold on one second. Alrighty, so I have my week out here, and I have my month page already set up for March. So here you can see I have a couple of birthdays, I have D&D, that sort of thing, and I'll go through all of that later. But right now, I'm going to start by putting down like the date and things, because this is really where I like to start my week. I like to start it with this page so that I can have an overview before anything else. And once I have the overview, then things tend to be easier. I can just flip back to this page instead of flipping all the way back to the month. So it will be easier to go through day by day planning once we get this set up. And we have here, wait a second, this is February. This isn't March. Okay. This is March. Here we go. Okay. I made a mistake there. So these are the wrong dates, but I like to start with this page because it does that overview where I can go through and just look at the pages. I can just look at this page and see each day, so that when I'm going through the daily planner pages, it's just a quick glance. This is my photo prompt for the week. I do a P52, Project 52, where I take one photo per week. And this week's prompt is self-portrait. So I'll be doing that at some point. This is March. Oh, see, so I forgot, since February and March are always the same layout for the first few weeks, they actually have the same dates. So the dates are actually correct here, the 3rd through the 9th. But we have daylight savings time on Sunday, so I'm going to write that down here. And got to make sure to change the clocks. Spring forward and fall back, right? So we're going to be changing the clocks an hour forward. We have Mardi Gras on Tuesday, which is awesome. I was just talking about this earlier. I love Mardi Gras. It's one of my favorite holidays. And I'm going to just draw a little fleur-de-lis here because of the French New Orleans flair to that holiday. I just love it. Raymond has an exam this day, which is super important. Got to remember that. And then I have my appointment on Tuesday as well. Actually, I might have another appointment too. Let me check really quick. Yeah, I actually have 2 more appointments on Tuesday as well. This is a busy Tuesday for me. So I have a video visit. Normally I'd put these over here, but the reason I'm doing it this way is because I want to make sure to have Mardi Gras on the top here, a nice little title. Then we have, I have an appointment with my physical therapist as well. And I'm going to write down here, I'm going to write down Raymond's work hours, or rather just the work days. Because this week he works on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So we have Monday, we have Wednesday, like that, and Friday. And I just try to keep track of these things because if I don't know when he's working, then I can't plan my week. And we have Raymond's payday as well, is on Friday. Then we have the quarter moon on the 6th. I don't know if I'm the only one, I probably am not, who likes to keep track of the moon cycles as well. But we have the quarter moon on Thursday. We're playing D&D this week because Raymond has Saturday off. So I'm going to write down D&D because I will be here for my parents' house for the Dungeons and Dragons campaign. And this is also International Women's Day. If I can spell international correctly, that would be very helpful. Man, my handwriting is terrible today. I don't know what it is. Okay. Then I think that's all for the week view. Wait. Yeah, it looks like that's all for the week. Then we have nothing else significant except for that Raymond has class on Thursday as well. Yeah, I think that's it. That's just the overview for the week. So then at this point, I go through this week's focus for my little vision board. And I like that when I flip to this page, you can see the photo prompt right on the top here. I never have to write that down. But I typically do write down the moon cycle because I really like to look at celestial events. Like I traveled for the solar eclipse last year, and Raymond and I just got a telescope too so that we could look at the sky a little bit more effectively. It's really cool. And I'm reading a book by Neil deGrasse Tyson right now. So it's definitely an interest of mine. And that's the moon cycle of the week. I have D&D this week. So I'm going to write that down. I like to put events in this top part here because then I can just take a glance and see if there's anything important. Like if there was a birthday, I'd put it up here too. And a lot of the times I'll put actions that I know that I need to take in this part. So like, for example, I know Raymond and I still need to get a dishwasher or fix the one that we have. And I don't know whether we're going to do that this week. I need to keep working on my tattoo. I have some filming I need to do, and I need to keep working on my physical therapy. All of that sort of thing goes in these actions. A lot of the times if it's a full moon or a new moon, I'll put that in the notes section, or if there's like a big event, I'll put that in the notes section. But I don't think I have anything like that this week, other than maybe Mardi Gras. But I think I'm going to put Mardi Gras up here. Because for me, I just love this holiday. It's literally one of my favorite holidays. I love the whole New Orleans theme. I would love to go to New Orleans sometime. But yeah. And then this week's focus for me is probably going to be on consistency, I think. I like having a bit of a focus word for the week. because it'll help me to stay focused if I do this. All right. And then right here, I don't have the due dates for Raymond. So this is normally where I'd write things that I know Raymond needs to do, or things that I know other people need to do that I need to remind them of. The reason I'm using Raymond a lot is because Raymond, I wind up reminding Raymond a lot of things that he has to do. But I don't know his due dates or anything like that yet. So I'm going to just leave this blank for now. And then I'm going to put that away. And we are going to start with the daily pages. So the reason why I chose the Erin Condren Daily Duo Life Planner like this is because of these big individual day planners. Now, I don't have the busiest schedule of all time. I know that there are people who have busier schedules than me, and I know there have been times when I have a significantly busier schedule than I do right now. But the reason I like this is because there's room to scratch things out and rewrite things. There's room to write down notes, or to write, like, there are some times when I'll only have a couple of things to do, but then there are other days when I have a long to-do list, and I want the space to do that. So that's part of the reason why I got this. I have loved the individual daily format like this ever since high school, when they issued us a assignment notebook planner for high school, and I never had enough space in the weekly layouts in the planner to be able to write down what I needed. I was always looking for more space. So on Mondays, Raymond works every Monday. So I always write that down. And one of the things I do is I use washi tapes to make sure that I know which days he's working, which days he's not. And I do this when I have schedules when I'm working too. Right now, I'm not working. So Raymond is working this day. And I like to have it vertical on days when he's working so that I can literally see at a glance whether or not he's working that day. Then we have Mardi Gras on Tuesday. And since he's not working, we're just going to put it horizontally on this day. And again, this way I can literally open to any page and see immediately whether or not I need to be worried about it. But I do have a couple of appointments this day, so I'm going to write Dr. Bartlett. I'm not entirely sure when the other two appointments are. I'm pretty sure that one of them is... the problem is that I can't see. Hold on one second. I'm going to figure that out in a second. So I double checked really quick, and I do have my video visit at 1, and I have my physical therapy at 4. And this is something that you don't need to do, obviously, but I like to use so many stickers in my planner. These are the ones that I use most often because you can literally just take a dot and stick it in right there. Now, normally I do this for all of my appointments, but these are more consistent, and the one that I need to make sure that I'm awake for is this one. So that's why that gets a special little sticker. Then we have Ash Wednesday here. Now, I'm not personally Christian or religious, so Ash Wednesday doesn't really make a difference to me, but Raymond is working. So I'm going to write that in the same way as I did before with the vertical washi tape. I actually really like this washi tape. I forgot about the washi tape thing, and I don't know where I put mine, so I'm borrowing washi tape from my mom, but that's fine. Then on Thursday, I have another physical therapy appointment, and I forgot about that too. So, hold on, let me check. Yeah, okay. On Thursday, I have another physical therapy appointment, and this one is at 6 p.m. I'm going to write that in. Ooh, see, and I forgot something. I forgot Raymond has to go to class on Tuesday while I am seeing Dr. Bartlett. Then we have to write in that he goes to class on this day. And again, I mean, if I don't have to write in Raymond's schedule, the reason I do is because if I don't write in Raymond's schedule, then half the time he doesn't remember what he's doing. So there's that. Raymond works on Friday and it's his payday. So I write that in really quick. And we just do one of these. Actually, I really do like the fact that they changed the Daily Duo from last year. I've been using this planner for about 3 or 4 years. I can't remember. And I'm glad that they changed it because I like how much more space you get to write things down. Before, they had a really helpful little mini calendar for the month in the front of the, I'm sorry, not in the front, in the top of the page here, there was just a little mini calendar, and it was like this sort of thing, just up here with some blank space, and it was great. It was super helpful, but one thing I often forgot to do when I was planning my week was I would go through and I would mark down important days, like I would circle the number. So like if this were this month, I would have circled the 4 on the little page calendar. And I don't have to do that for this. So I'm actually really glad that they changed it. And then Saturday, I have D&D with my family. We have a campaign that we started literally a year ago. And I don't know why, we all got busy. So we wound up canceling our sessions and then we never finished. So we did one session and then just completely stopped. So it's the same campaign, but I'm the DM for that. So I'm the one who organizes the whole thing. And then I also, I almost forgot. I have to write in that I refill my pills. I have one of those pill organizers that you have like little boxes for different days. And if I don't write it down, I won't remember to refill it. Then on Sunday, daylight savings time. So I'm going to write down that you have to change the clocks. And we're going to put down some washi tape really quick. And that is just about all I do to plan for the week ahead. So at this point, I would go through and I'd make sure that I wasn't really forgetting anything. Like there's nothing important here that I need to remember other than Mardi Gras. Ooh, see, and I did. I forgot Raymond's exam was on Tuesday as well. This is going to be a very busy day. And then other than that, I think that was it. There's no real like birthdays or anything like that we have to remember for this week. And at that point, that's pretty much all I do to get myself prepped before the week. I also have to go through before the week begins and work through with Raymond to make sure we're on the same page. I will sit down with him before the week begins and start by going, okay, you work Monday, Wednesday, Friday this week, and you do your exam this week, and blah, blah, blah. We do a little bit of a to-do list to make sure that we check in with each other. Otherwise, again, he just would forget about things like this. And then, other than that, this is pretty much just how I do my week setup. I will flip back to this page and flip back to my little focus page before I plan for my individual day. But that's pretty much it. I like to plan the next day the night before. So I'll sit down at the end of the night and I'll go through and I'll write down my to-do list. I'll make sure that I double check appointments, that sort of thing. And that is how I set up my week. I know that my mom is different, so we'll see how it looks different when Cindy plans her week. As for now, that's all I got. That's RKS for this week.